Hello everyone! We've renewed the Blue Dragon's Oathstone, fought off Razagev and the primalists. Time to hop on our dragon, fly into our final zone, Thaldraszus, home of our capital Thaldraszus, and the seat of the aspects.
These are alarming tidings that you bring us. Here is our champion.
We secured the Azure archives. The Razagev storm remains enveloped around Vakthros Tower.
She seeks to free her kin, but their prison does not lie within the Azure span. What else could she be after?
My vision remains clouded. The primalists could already be moving in our midst, and I fear I would not see it.
The city must be protected. Thaldraszus is our people's home.
If the primalists are here, we must find them and flush them out. They cannot be allowed to infiltrate our seat of power. Allow me to introduce you to Captain Drine. She oversees security here in Thaldraszus.
The Scalesworn of Thaldraszus, stand ready.
For over 10,000 years, the Dragon Isles have been hidden, left behind and abandoned. In all those years, the lands did keep on working. Attendants, they've taken care of the home of the aspects, and with their return, it's become quite clear that not everybody is happy just handing over the keys to the castle back to its previous owners. Some are quite upset about this, decided to side with the primalists, even those that we once trusted enough to command our forces.
Over there. Your guards did not join our ranks as expected, Eranog.
I am not concerned. Dead soldiers cannot get in your way.
I see you have unearthed the Flame Stone. I can sense its strength.
It is now time for your end of this bargain.
Arise. Primalist Eranog. I pledge this power to free my kind from the leash of the aspects. Then go, while I turn this wretched Titan-stained place into ashes!
Commander Eranog will get what's coming to them as soon as the raid opens up. For now, we take care of MacMatellan, report our findings back to the aspects. There are more rebel holdouts and attacks that are uncovered during our adventure within Thaldraszus, while we also focus on helping out the final flight in need of our aid, which is the Bronze Dragonflight led by Nozdormu. Their domain is that of time, which means that alternate realities and time travel is going to be in our future. Before we travel there, we have to take a look at the past, establish what came before. I'll do a really quick rundown. If you want more details, I highly recommend to check out the story of the Bronze Dragonflight. So Nozdormu has been empowered by Aman'Thul, High Father and leader of the Pantheon, to make sure that the one true timeline remained pure. Without the truth of time as it was meant to unfold, more would be lost than you can possibly imagine. The fabric of reality would unravel, power over time itself, and to make sure Nozdormu didn't believe himself beyond the powers of time, they also showed him his moment of demise, the moment that he's supposed to die and he's not allowed to change. This moment, according to Nozdormu himself, is after he becomes Murozond and is slain by us in the Cataclysm time periods. Murozond was once the great dragon aspect Nozdormu. The tormented dragon was tricked by the old gods into trying to subvert his mortality. As a result, Nozdormu shattered the time ways and created the Infinite Dragonflight. Now a bit of new development, yet not entirely out of the blue, is that the Titans, they lie or they hold back information, a trait that's shared by the Keepers. These beings of the cosmic domain of order, they're all about that, bringing order and their vision into the universe. That's one of the foundations of the conflict between the Titan-powered dragons and the primalistic incarnates. They do not agree with this imposed way of the Titans. In the Ulrman Revamp dungeon, we read about how the Keepers have withheld and changed information surrounding the days of the Black Empire. It's up for speculation how much they've changed, but still, point being, there are lies and half-truths. They've also infused the Dragon Axe with the powers of order, so who's to say that their way, that their path, that their information is actually the truth?
You know not what you have done, Menthul. What I have... At last it has come to pass. The moment of my demise. The loop is closed. My future self will cause no more harm.
The Infinites have been messing around for quite a bit, seemingly wanted to change the timeline in their favor. Where the Bronze are charged with upholding the time ways, they believe that time shouldn't be contained in any way. We see this somewhat reflected during interesting conversation back at the capital, where the one true timeline is linked to the domain of order and light, and is being questioned by the 1,000 truths offered by chaos and the void. Devoted to deteriorating the time ways in pursuit of turning Nozdormu into the prophesied leader Murozond. They've closed off the time ways for us entirely with the Cataclysm, but time and again we overcame their efforts. Now they set their sights on the bronze Oathstone at the temporal conflicts.
Thank goodness you're here! The time ways are in chaos! We'll need as much help as we can get to fix them! An infinite dragon is trying to corrupt our bronze Oathstone in the temporal conflux! That stone embodies our calling to protect all time! If corrupted, anything could happen, including... Oh no! Murozond! We can't let that infinite turn Nozdormu into his awful dark alternate self. I'm going to go try and hold her off. You help Dante sort things out down here.
Excellent. Now, try focusing your staff's energy at this artifact in order to restore it to its time of origin. But please, be careful. Oh dear, it backfired. Brace yourself.
Emboldened by the return of their heroic king, Varian Wrynn, the proud humans of Stormwind led the Alliance to victory in its war against the dreaded Lich King. While successful, the campaign in Northrend proved costly, and the humans now seek to bolster their strategic holdings throughout the world. Under Varian's daring leadership, humanity now braces itself for a renewed conflict with its perennial enemy, the Horde. Yet, as the great cataclysm rips across the world, familiar threats have once again arisen closer to home. It now falls to you to defend the kingdom and uphold the honor of humanity.
Ah, there you are. This happens sometimes. We must return to the present, however. Really, we must be going. We are going back. As you can see, there are serious consequences to wielding time magic improperly.
Deathwing's defeat meant sacrificing a huge portion of their powers, yet that still left the domains in need of protection and tending to. Mortals would aid the dragons. In the case of the Bronze, there was the rise of the Time Walkers. You might recall partying with them on the Timeless Isle during Mr. Pandaria. Here they are again, offering their aid to the Bronze. But messing with time, it means that sometimes time messes back.
Not bad. Let me handle the next one by myself. The energy from this rift feels primordial. I think that went well. Oh, this is not good. Maybe you should handle this. I think a Murloc just merged into that timeline. Do we really need to tell Dante? It will be fine.
They did just send a Murloc into a primordial timeline. Things are most definitely not fine. We should most definitely tell Dante about this. But we get distracted by the arrival of a Nozdormu. Time is getting more and more out of control. Important artifacts, moments are scattered around, and all kinds of creatures, from Murlocs to Quillbor to Arakoa, all of them are out of time and in need of correction. We do as much as we can before joining Nozdormu up above, who is in mid-battle with Eternus.
Better get comfortable in that bubble, Eternus. I won't let you corrupt our bronze Oathstone.
Whether I am here for a day or millennia, it matters not. I will ensure the rise of our Lord Murozond.
Never! Lord Nozdormu is counting on me.
The temple's defenses have done their job. Perhaps a little bit too well, as our forces are also trapped in stasis. Seeing some of the most darkest timelines available, we go around setting them free and cleaning up the mess. It's interesting to question whether or not the Infinite counterparts all do a similar naming scheme as their aspects. So with Nozdormu, you can throw those letters around and you get Murozond. Or if they decide to pick up completely unique names for themselves. If that's the case, then perhaps Chromie and Eternus, they might be one and the same.
Okay, everyone! Get ready! Oh, no you don't!
My vision came too late. They have punched a tunnel through time and are tumbling endlessly amongst the infinite possibilities. You must find them and correct their course before the entire fabric of reality is torn asunder.
First up is into a possible future, similar to how we had End Time with the Cataclysm, so a timeline in which we lost that expansion. Here we have a timeline in which we lost against the primalists. Darkness and chaos reign supreme. Our potential future self is doing all they can to hold the line here in a desperate struggle against being entirely wiped out. We help them by healing their injured, replenish their resources, and keep up their shield. We're also looking for Chromie.
I just knew Nozdormu would send you!
Hurry, mortal!
I just knew Nozdormu would send you! Uh-oh! We're slipping away! Hurry!
Now we go to the past, or, well, the glimpses of this timeline, they're strange, even amongst some of the visions that Nozdormu has witnessed in his lifetime. This is the one that we accidentally created only moments earlier. This is the best timeline. One dominated by Murlocs. Everything is Murloc here. Varian is a Murloc, Sylvanas is a Murloc, Bane is a bulky Murloc, even we are Murloc. Opening up the map reveals that we are in Northrend, near Bruggle and the Urgable. And first, we have to find Chromie again.
Your pet mortal found us again! Perhaps this time they will be successful!
Oh, come on! Being lost in time is no reason to be such a grump, Eternus!
Hurry, mortal! We are being pulled away again!
And we join our Murloc allies in the battle against Murloc Deathwing. No need for a Dragon Soul here, no need for the aspects, just pure Murloc ingenuity that saves the day. Truly, we are in the best timeline, where we can celebrate the dawn of the Age of Murlocs.
I am death.
The heart of Asmerloth will always be with us. Meanwhile, Chromie and Eternus, they're tumbling faster and faster. We have to bolt through time and space itself to keep up with them. Through the Null Wars we go, the War of the Shifting Sands, the Pandaran Rebellion against the Mogu, further and further into the past, until...
Where are we? Is this even Azeroth?
It is Azeroth, though an exceptionally long time ago.
We should find Chromie and get out of here. This place is scary.
We arrive in the days before the Titans had ever found Azeroth. The days in which the elements themselves were fighting over dominance with a hostile alien force. These days, the primalists fight against the order imposed by the Titans. Back then, the elemental lords, they fought against the madness imposed by the void. A battle they would lose, followed by enslavement to the old gods, until the Titans showed up to bring order to the planets. Their might and their created keepers, they were able to overthrow the elemental lords, lock them away within their own elemental planes, created for them by their keepers. They then went to work at locking away the old gods, while some remnants of the elements that avoided imprisonment, they would evolve into proto-dragons, and one day, part of them would be empowered into dragons by the Titans, while others stuck to their elemental origins.
I know you. What you were. What you will yet be.
The whispers of the old gods, they assault our minds here, as they've done so many times in the past. But a few whispers, they're actually new, which we will get into with a separate video, all in good time.
Oh, you did it!
I am also relieved not to be stuck with you for an eternity.
We just need a moment.
Less chatter, more focus.
You have all.
And here comes the Black Empire. Right on time.
If only your mortal was so timely as well.
So grumpy.
You.
I believe in you.
Use the staff. Remember your training. With many eyes, they will see again. You cannot succeed. Your cause.
Keep going, champion. Just a little bit more.
Deeper. Deeper its roots will reach.
You will die.
Almost done. We'll be back soon.
Brace yourselves.
Woo! Our Oathstone! It's restored! Thank goodness! I never want to go so far into the past again. But I'm glad I had some help getting back.
You have aided Chronormu. For that, I am grateful and will spare you. But leave. Quickly.
We will bring you to your ultimate fate. You cannot deny what is to come. When we meet again, do not expect clemency for what has transpired.
Nozdormu, are you okay?
Eternus nearly succeeded. I thought I had more time.
Oh no! I'm sorry. I thought I was strong enough to defeat her.
Ah, Chronormu. You have done nothing wrong. You fought valiantly and well. But Eternus is right. My fate is inevitable.
What do you mean?
Each day that passes, the future flows into the present, which blurs into the past. Soon, it will merge into one. And that is when I will become my darkest self, Murozond. And when that day comes to pass, I look to you to do what must be done.
Yes, Timeless One. I will do exactly what you need me to. I will find another way.
There is none.
Time encompasses all possibilities. You taught me that. I will search every timeline, every moment, until I find a solution to save you.
Chronormo, in all timelines, please know, I am, and always have been, proud of you.
Dragonflight has had so many wholesome moments, it's unreal. Curious to see what Chronormu's actions are gonna mean for the future of Nozdormu and this destined transformation into Murozond. Is she going to cause it? Is she going to turn him into an ally even when they become Murozond? What about seeing their own moment of demise with the Chromie scenario? Will any of that come into play? I can't wait to find out. But for now, we've re-empowered the final Oathstone, which means that Alexstrasza's plan has come together. Now all she needs is the Mother Oathstone. It's been centuries since it's even been seen, let alone used. She'll require some time to prepare for the activation ritual. They're ever closer to being the protectors of Azeroth that they were meant to be. At least, according to the Titans. She'll let us know when the time comes to accompany them on their next step. Most likely, that story is going to be continued with the opening of the raid, as well as some of the stories that are connected to the renown levels. Personally, I'm still playing my way through them, and I have seen a few chapters, which will of course come up on the channel. There are things to talk about in the future, as well as speculate on some of the things that stand out. Of course, we're also going to cover the story of the raid, but all of that is going to be in the future. For now, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Subscribe if you like my videos, leave a like if you enjoyed this one. And until next time, see ya!